Hi Internet, welcome to the Troyan YouTube channel, the internet's #1 Thin Lizzy YouTube reaction channel from a guy who knows all these songs. I'm Troyan. Thin Lizzy Thursday is a show where I, Troyan, let the computer choose a random Thin Lizzy song for me to listen to, and then I break it down and analyze it from the perspective of a big fan. But there's some stuff on this list I don't know. Like, there's a ton of Black Star Rider stuff, and I stopped listening after the second album. So if I got the third or fourth album, that would be new to me, aside from, maybe, one or two songs I've heard off them. So, but yeah, the song is chosen at random. You, the viewer, know what the song is. I don't know what the song is. Like I said, the computer decides for me. I'm at the mercy of our robot overlords. So I'm going to let the robot overlords tell me what we're listening to this week, and I hope it's good. Alright, so we got one that is really good. This is a super deep cut. This is one, if you know it, that's, yeah, it's super cool if you know this one, but like I said, this is going to be a very obscure one for the kids out there. Oh man, yeah, this is a super rare demo, so because this isn't off an album, it's going to be random clip art that I have to keep resizing over here because I guess I wasn't prepared for this. Ooh, this is really huge. Okay, so yeah, so we're doing One Wish. Man, this clip art is so huge. All right, I should have resized this. But that's how you know this is random, is that I'm so woefully unprepared. There we go. Make this more reasonably sized. Yeah, I'll leave it there. I don't want to block the picture of Muffin, a beautiful kitty. Oh, I guess it is blocking the picture, unless we shift it. Yeah, so, and I'll shift myself. So, yeah, One Wish. This is a Phil Lynott demo. Officially, it's it's an unreleased demo. I just found it on YouTube one day and thought it was just a really cool, powerful song, where this is maybe one of my favorite songs in the greater Lizzy catalog, and it's something that I wish, if I had one wish, well, not I'll get to that later, but this song is so well done. It's very sad that Phil left us when he did. And I just wish that this song could have been properly recorded with cleaned up production, because it's such a great song. And there's a part of me that wants it to be covered, but I know that no cover is really going to get the emotion of this version of the song. So, I mean, we're in for a treat. Likely won't be able to pull up lyrics for this one because it's such a rarity, but it's a really beautiful song, according to the little notes that I have here, that this was from 1985, and the backing band was Huey Lewis and the News, who were friends of Phil Lynott. So let's dig into One Wish and comment on it.
What it's like to be the friend of someone who is just like you, and with that I pretend I would keep this friendship, but within my life might end. So if you're all through, ooh, darling, yes, I had a wish, my dreams came true. but I lost it all. I lost you. I held a hope. My hopes ran high, but I lost it all when you said goodbye.
Yeah, this is just a really beautiful song. I mean, the lyrics are just really phenomenal, and it's a song about loss and heartbreak, and yeah, it's just whew, it's just it's just a musically like this is one of those songs that just can get me to like tear up many times when listening to it, because there's a layer to it that feels like there's like a sad poetry to it, in that this song recorded towards the end of his life. His loved ones could be feeling these emotions of longing to be connected with Phil and being unable to, and that loss of someone you love in your life, which is what Phil's character's experience in the song. As he's going through the destruction of his marriage and his life falling apart. It's a very sad song towards the end of one's life. This kind of composition, musically, the instrumentation actually really complements the material. Like, it's all working together really well. Great percussion, gentle keyboard parts. Like, the guitar is working great. Like, everything is working together in unison to give this great sense of atmosphere and really encompassing the emotion. Yeah. Today was oh man, I'm gonna get teary-eyed on the channel again. So today we got rid of our old couch, which my little friend Muffin would jump up on, and that'd be the couch I'd pet her on. She died a few months ago, and still not really over it. I know, it's like I kind of closed myself off to pets, and she sort of opened my heart out. Where now I'm like, I see all the the cats around the neighborhood and want to adopt them, and we have a new cat who's great, but like I closed myself off, didn't want pets, wanted nothing to do with them, and she opened up my heart, and so we got rid of the couch that she used to jump up on today, because it's old and needs to be replaced, and watching the movie Rocky Balboa recently, because I'm a big Rocky fan, and pardon me, wasn't planning on this. There was actually a part of me that hoped that I'd get a song that was like honoring of Muffin. There was some, and so a song about heartbreak and loss kind of works, except it's about a cat. um, but in Rocky Balboa, there's by the way, spoilers for Rocky 6. Yeah, so spoilers for Rocky 6. Because I don't believe in spoilers. But anyway, it's a whole other topic. Trying to stay on topic. Okay, so I'm going to talk about spoilers first. That's because that's going to lighten my mood. I think spoilers are dumb. I think caring about spoilers are dumb. If a story is well enough told, you can know like the spoiler going in and then still enjoy it if it's executed well and it's just a well-written narrative. And you don't necessarily need protection from spoilers to enjoy a story, because like you go back and you watch The Empire Strikes Back, even though you know that spoilers, Vader is Luke's father. Like, you know that, but you still like the movie, and it's still good. So you don't need to avoid spoilers for a piece of fiction to be good. Grave of the Fireflies is a fantastic movie, and at the end of the movie, it's about a brother and sister in World War II Japan after the like atomic bomb drops and stuff, and like it's about like them struggling in poverty and dying, and that's the movie. And you're like, oh, Greg, you just spoiled the movie. They die at the end. They actually die at the beginning of the movie, and then their ghosts do some stuff, and then the rest of the movie is you just watching their journey. But you already know they're going to die at the end. You already know, but it's still sad when it happens because it's so well done. So Anyway, long story short, I don't think spoilers actually matter. So spoilers for Rocky 6 if you care. Skip ahead a little bit. Um, um, you know, the sort of main focus of Rocky 6 is Rocky getting over Adrian's death and mourning the loss of a loved one. And as we get older in society, like things that society used to care about that was important to us in our youth, break down and are no longer there. So, in the movie The Ice Rink, where they went on their first date in the original Rocky, that's torn down. It's a pile of rubble, and that's just unfortunately, the truth of the passage of time. Like the things that we care about and value, a lot of that falls to the wayside. The next generation doesn't have that attachment to it, and it just disappears from history. Um, and it's nice in the digital age that kids are discovering music of older artists and like going back and listening to the Beatles and stuff like that. And I think certain things will remain their cultural relevancy, but a lot of things that you value ultimately crumble and fade away and die, as we all will. And so we get attachment to these things, and so even though they're old and they don't necessarily serve their purpose in society, you still have affection for them. And so that's the way I was with that couch, where it wasn't comfortable to sit on, it was torn apart, it needed to go, but it still hurt. And those who experience loss like me, I haven't lost most of my family members that I care about are still alive. Like the so I haven't had to necessarily deal with a death that like really grieved me. But I guess Muffin's death is the first death I've really had to deal. No, that's not true. That's not true. I've had other deaths I've had to deal with and grieve, but maybe it's easier because I wasn't there and I didn't see the death happen. But I still. Sorry for all the tissues. I still every now and then, break down and cry and, just stop in the middle of my day and just cry for a little bit and then get back to it. So that's me just sort of musing on life and death. And I think this song, even though it's about a relationship, it still has that mortality theme to it. This feels like a song about just being unable to get back a thing that you love. So it's about the death of a dream, the death of a relationship. In many ways, I still view this piece as about death and about if I, could have one wish, what the thesis of the song is. I have one wish, and that wish is to have that thing back that you can't have. And that's ultimately what this song is about. It's about, I want that thing back, and I can't get it, and it breaks my heart. So I know this has been the longest pause I've ever done, so I'm actually going to rewind back to the beginning so we can just savor the song, and let's get back to it.
I have often wondered what it's like to be the friend of someone who is just like you. And with that I pretend I would keep this friendship, though within my life might end. So if you're all through, ooh, darling.
Yeah, I love the vocals, love his ooh, and lyrically so strong because there have been certain people in your life where you're just you feel this connection and pull towards them, and not just romantic partners, but you'll just see a person and just know that person is supposed to be in your life. I've had this with bandmates where I see someone and I'm just I need to like connect with this person, and it just happens. And so when Phil's talking about seeing a friend and like imagining what it's like to be that person's friend, it's something that we can relate to, and not really something expressed too often in song because it's a little bit more of a complicated concept. Rewinding just a hair, getting back to it.
All through, ooh, darling, I had a wish, my dreams came true. But I lost it all, I lost you. I held a hope, my hopes ran high. But I lost it all when you said goodbye. I have often wondered, sometimes seldom sober, sometimes when I need you, darling, you grow colder. I have often wondered, be so depressed. Oh darling, help me now, I must confess, I had a wish and my dreams came true. But I lost it all when I lost you. I held a hope close to my heart, but I lost it all when we drifted apart.
This is a goddamn masterpiece. Double S rank, perfection. It's just freaking great. Let's rewind a hair, get back to it.
When we drifted apart. Just one wish, it's just a dream. I'd give it all to go back again. I held a hope, my hopes ran high, but I lost it all when you said goodbye.
Oh man. It so captures that of just you want to go back and you can't. And you just can't. You want to go back to the past and you just can't. You can't get that thing. And it can be a dream that fell apart. It can be a relationship. There's so many things and you can't get it back, and that's what this song encompasses. And you have this really like beautiful light touch to the music. It's so delicate, but it still has momentum. It doesn't feel slow. Like it captures you in its energy and atmosphere. And yeah, this couldn't have been a more perfect song because, I put the picture up there and I thought it'd be nice if we got something I could like dedicate. And I was just like, it's gonna be like some random Black Star Writer song about getting laid or something. Um, and I figured that whenever we came to this one in the random number generator, that I would just love it. Wasn't expecting it today, but hey, that's how you know this is random. But yeah, just really, really beautiful, and maybe what I needed today.
And I have often wondered what it's like to be the friend of someone who is just like you. And with that I pretend I would keep this friendship, but with me my life might end. And if you're all through, ooh, darling.
And the thing is, I've cried to this song many times today. It's hitting me about my lovely cat Muffin. I've cried about this song where I was taken in by a friend's family at a very rough time in my life, and became close with his grandma. And then after she passed, this song, she was like family to me, and so I associate. This song was a song that I listened to then. So I've got those memories with it because like they took me at a time in my life that was very difficult. Like I was basically on the street at the time. It was a very rough time. Sorry. But, you know, when she passed, like, this song was on the playlist then. And when I've had relationships fall apart, like, this song has, you know, been a song I've listened to in breakups with women I've been with, and also with like friendships that have fallen apart. You know, I've thought about just how terrible it is. Like, I have a former guitar player who, you know, is kind of a dick, if I'm being completely honest. But, like, we were good friends, and we were like brothers, and we had a lot of good times, and we had a complete falling out, and just, there's, like, no mending that. I'm open to it being mended, but he isn't. And it's just like, you just, you know, not everyone is willing to meet you. Not everyone wants to heal and reconcile and move forward. And so you just like, no matter what you do, some people, like, you just can't reach them. Even if, like, you moved on, you've healed, you've forgiven, not all people are going to do that. And so just like, that friendship is just like, it's just dead. And that's just, I think about that when listening to the song too. So really, the song is really great for making you feel sad, but it's also really catchy, so it's great. Let's get back to it.
We're all through, ooh, darling. I held the wish, held the dream, but I lost it all when you said goodbye. I held the hope, my hopes run high. Just one wish, I wish for just one wish. Lost in my loneliness, drowned in my selfishness, wrecked in my helplessness, missing your tenderness. I hold a wish.
So, lessons learned from today. I remember when I first started doing reaction, and I just like, I did it on a whim because, like, oh man, I have a headset now. I guess I'll do reaction videos because why not? I'm bored and it's quarantine. And like, that was the entire thought behind it. I didn't like really put that much thought into it. And then I got like requests, and it was all like classic rock stuff I knew. And Andy and Alex told me when I was starting to do reaction, they said, don't react to stuff that you know, react to stuff that you haven't heard, and only react to stuff that is popular. And they said that's what you should do. Only react to stuff that's popular, and only react to stuff that you haven't heard. And so here is what I will say to that. I think this reaction, and it's probably not going to get a lot of views, but that's not really why I'm doing it. I'm doing it because I have fun doing Thin Lizzy Thursdays. And it's just, I think, a great catalog of songs that I want to showcase more. And I feel like this is the kind of thing where, like, 10 years down the line, someone might discover the playlist and just have a great time with it. And that's awesome. But I think this shows that the random nature of the pick, where I didn't know what I was going to get, allowed for a sincere emotional response. So even though I know the song and I've known it for years, it was still able to just make me break down and cry, and like ugly cry too. I think that's I think this reaction and the deep thoughts that have come about from it show that there is still validity to reacting to something that is both obscure and I've heard before, because there's, I feel like, a lot of emotional depth that I got from this experience, and hopefully you got from this experience too, because you likely haven't heard it, and if you have heard it, you know how great it is. But yeah, this was unexpected, but I put it on the list for a reason. I knew it was great, and it's one of the extra, like, it's on my list, like, oh, here's demos and stuff that we need to get to. So very glad I put it on the list, and very glad it was the song for today. And it's a song that is very often in my rotation, but it's going to be even in more rotation now. So I'm going to be definitely listening to it for the next couple days, and probably not breaking down and crying as much with it, because the thing is, like, a sad song like this, in a way, like, the beauty of it almost like gives you strength, and that's like the power of great art. For me, uh, the reason I'm so passionate about storytelling is that I feel like stories are like guidebooks for life, where you can learn something about yourself through a great story and then apply that to the rest of your life. And you can have a soul changing, profound experience from a great story. And it can happen at any stage in your life. There are stories that I, witnessed when I was a kid that shaped my moral character, and then there are stories that came out as recently as a couple years ago that like make me break down and reevaluate my life. So that is the power of great art, and so there's something to be said about, like, the bitching guitar solos and awesome riffs. Um, but I think the greatest art is the stuff that can there's a place for fun, and I love fun stuff. But I think the stuff that makes you cry and inspires you to move forward is some of the most beautiful things that human beings can do. Is perhaps the peak of humanity. We've got penicillin and smartphones, uh, but a song or a story that can make you cry might be the greatest achievement of humanity, other than love for others. So please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks you guys so much for watching. Hope you're all doing well. I know a lot of people are going through tough times. I see so many people who have lost loved ones in my feed through COVID. I've seen so many people in my feed who have lost their little fur babies over the course of the last year. It's a rough time for people right now. And a song that's about how you will never get the past back is pretty bleak, but at least it's pretty. Uh, just wishing everyone the best. And yeah, let me know if you like the song. Bye, everyone.